May we go on to the next question? If the whole of life is one movement with its own order, why is man so disorderly? If the whole of life is one movement with its own order, why is man so disorderly? Why do we assume that whole of life is one movement with its own order? You first state a fact, is supposed to be a fact, and then try to say why is there disorder. You understand? First one assumes that life is a vast movement. And in that vast movement, that very movement is order. You state that first, if. And then you say, why is man so disorderly? Right? You understand? Wouldn't it be the right question to ask, why is man disorderly? Not assume that life is perfect order. Right? The fact is we live disorderly. Why? That's the question. Why do we live disorderly? What is disorder? What is disorder to you? Disorder is the activity of thought which is in itself limited. Right? Whatever the limited activity of thought does, it will bring about disorder. Because thought in itself is limited. Because thought is born of knowledge, and knowledge is limited. Right? This is not epigrammatical statement. What is, I was too quick. Right? What is order and what is disorder? How will you find order? Is order a definite pattern which you have set, which thought has set? Say, I must get up 6 o'clock in the morning, do this, and go to the office or factory or do. Is that a determined, planned, day after day? Is that order? So we must first ask not what is order, but what is the cause of disorder. Agree? What is the cause of disorder in our life? First of all, we must admit, whether we like it or not, that we live a very, very disordered life. That's a fact, isn't it? Would you agree to that one thing at least?
No.
No? What is disorder?
The lack of order.
And then you have to ask, if it's lack of order, then what is order? How can a brain, which is so disorderly, find out what is order? Why don't we be a little bit logical, rational? Though reason, logic are limited, we must begin with that. and then go beyond it. But if we say, no, the order is this, then it becomes military. Right? It becomes a tremendous discipline. Agree? So this is also simple. All right.